Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now today we are going to discuss the histology of the skin. Now today we are going to discuss the histology of the skin. Now integumentary system is the part of body which is the largest part of the body. The integumentary system is the organ system consisting of the skin and specialized derivatives called the appendages. For example, nails, sweat glands and other things. Now largest organs of the body is the skin. It constitutes approximately 15 to 20% of the total body mass, and thickness of the skin varies from 0.5 to 4 millimeter, such as that eyelids contain 0.5 mm and the sole contains the maximum thickness of the skin. Now function of the skins are: number one, protection, protects the underlying tissue against the invasion by microorganisms, entry of most harmful chemicals, mechanical trauma, and ultraviolet radiations from the sunlight. Another function of the skin is provide sensation, contains mechanoreceptors which help to regulate the interaction of body with physical objects like touch, pain, temperature, and 2-point discrimination like that. Also, it performs the thermoregulatory system because it maintains the body temperature. In the hot weather, the skin remains cold, and in the winter season, it becomes hot. Plus, it also performs the function of metabolism because it performs the synthesis of vitamin D with the help of sunlight, and plus excretion of electrolytes and storage of energy in the shape of the fat is also accumulated in the skin. Plus also it plays parts in the immunity providing into the body. Now layers of the skin, there are two main layers of the skin. Number one, epidermis. Number two is the dermis. Epidermis contains stratified squamous keratinized epithelium, and dermis contains the dense connective tissue, and below that is the hypodermis, that is the superficial fascia, which almost comprises on loose connective tissue with variable amount of the fat, which is more in female and less in males. Thick and thin skin, classified as thick and thin skin on the basis of thickness of epidermal layer. Most of body surface is covered by thin skin. Thick skin is the hairless skin covering the palms of the hand and fingertips and soles of the feet. Now in types of skin, thick skins have characteristic features. It contains 5 layers which are more prominent: stratum corneum, well developed stratum granulosum. Palms of the hands and soles of the feet contain this layer. Thinner epidermis is there, and it is devoid of the hair and sebaceous glands. Now if we see toward the thin skin, it has got 4 layers and is less prominent: stratum corneum, less developed stratum granulosum, dominant and lines most of the body surface. Thicker dermis is there. Hair and sebaceous glands are present in this layer. Epidermis. The stratal layer of epidermis from deepest to the most superficial layers are: number one, stratum basale; number two, stratum spinosum; number three, stratum granulosum; number four, stratum lucidum; and number five is the stratum corneum. Now let's see them one by one. Stratum basale, it consists of single layer of basophilic cuboidal or low columnar cells rest on a basement membrane. Desmosomes are present, characterized by intense mitotic activity, contains progenitor cells which proliferate and make the new cells, and provides the amount of the cells which are deficit and which are dead with the process of the keratinization. Now epidermis renew in 15 to 20 days. Cells contain oval nucleus, cell organelles, and abundant ribosomes. Keratin filaments are present which behave like tonofilaments. Merkel cell and melanocytes are also present in stratum basale. Stratum spinosum comprises of several layers of irregular polyhedral keratinocytes. Numerous fine cytoplasmic processes are spike-like. Desmosomes are present. Tonofibrils and lamellar bodies are there, and Malpighian layer is present as well. Stratum granulosum consists of 3 to 5 layers of flattened cells. Keratohyaline granules, lamellar bodies, they generate the cells. Stratum lucidum, present only in thick skin, consists of 3 to 5 layers of closely packed flat eosinophilic cells. Nuclei and cytoplasm are absent. Subdivision of stratum corneum. Many layers of flattened keratinized cells devoid of nuclei and cell organelles. Cell membrane become thickened and is coated by an extracellular layer of phospholipids. It is squamous type of the epithelium is present there. Here in the diagram we can see all the layer starting in the epidermis as well as in dermis. So we can see stratum basale, we can see stratum spinosum, then granulosum, then lucidum, and then superficial most is called the stratum corneum. Again in this diagram we can see all the different layers of the dermis and the epidermis, and we can see in the epidermis stratum basale, stratum spinosum, granulosum, lucidum, as well as superficial stratum corneum, which has to be shed ultimately, scale layer. Now come to the epidermis. Self-replacing stratified squamous keratinized epithelium. It has no blood vessels or lymphatics. It again consists of the 4 type of the cells. Number 1 keratinocytes, number 2 melanocytes, number 3 Langerhans cells, and number 4 are the Merkel cells present in these layers. Keratinocytes, principal cells of epidermis, arranged in many layers. Basal cells are cuboidal, while the more superficial cells are flat and dead, also full of keratin. Tonofibrils, and these are the lamellar bodies are present there. Melanocytes are stellate cells with oval bodies and long dendritic processes found in stratum basale and spinosum. No desmosomes are present and synthesize melanin pigment, which ultimately provides to the color of the skin, may be brown or dark or complex. Langerhans cells found in spinosal layer, they are immune cells. Next, Merkel cells scattered in stratum basale, they are tactile receptors. Dermis is connective tissue layer, basement membrane, dermal papillae, dermal epidermal junctions are visible in this layer. Here in this diagram we can see different layers of the keratin layers, superficial, then cellular layers of epidermis, then we come to the dermis. Below that are the eccrine sweat glands, and innermost layer is of hypodermis layer. Again dermis contains papillary layer, thin than the reticular layer, bears projection called papilli, contains loose connective tissue, anchoring fibrils, regulate body temperature, provide nourishment, and contain sensory nerve and sensory receptors as well. Reticular layer is thicker, dense, irregular connective tissue layer. Proteoglycan dermatin sulfate is present in this layer. Here in this diagram also we can see papillary layer as well as reticular layer differentiate with each other with the help of the different dyes. Dermis contains the plexus of dermis, subpapillary plexus, and deep plexuses are present in this layer. Again we can see in this diagram all the different layers which we have already mentioned in the skin, starting from hypodermis, then above the dermis, which contains the different layers having reticular dermis, papillary dermis, epidermis, and stratum corneum is the superficial most layer which has ultimately to shed off like scales. Thank you very much you all. चला के देखो आए भी नहीं आए